I never imagined my wedding day, the day I had dreamed of since I was a little girl, would turn into the most painful memory of my life. The decorations were perfect. The soft golden lights shimmered across the hall, and the guests filled every seat. Yet beneath all the beauty, something dark was brewing. Please subscribe our channel A Story a Day, and drop your comment where from you watching our stories. Thank you. My mother, Mira, stood quietly near the stage, wearing the silk sari she had saved for years to buy. She wasn't wealthy, but she was graceful, simple, warm, and dignified. She raised me alone after my father passed away when I was 10, working 2 jobs to make sure I never missed anything important. If anyone deserved respect that day, it was her. But my in-laws had other plans. It started with whispers, sharp, mocking, cruel. I heard my mother-in-law, Rekha, laugh loudly, pointing at my mother's sari. "Look at her outfit. Does she think she's attending a village fair?" she said, her voice dripping with scorn. A few people chuckled. Then my father-in-law added, "No wonder the bride's side couldn't contribute anything meaningful. They can't even dress properly." The words hit me like a slap. I froze on the stage, mid-smile, as if time itself stopped. My groom, Arav, stood beside me, pretending not to hear a thing. His silence crushed me more than their insults. But it didn't end there. During the toast, when everyone waited for blessings, Rekha loudly announced into the microphone, "We apologize if the bride's side seems lacking today. They come from very simple standards." Gasps filled the hall. My mother's hands began shaking. She lowered her gaze to the floor. Her face turned red with humiliation, yet she didn't say a word. She simply forced a smile that broke my heart more than anything else. I stepped forward, ready to defend her, but Arav grabbed my wrist and whispered harshly, "Not here. Don't create drama." His grip hurt, but his words hurt more. My mother quietly slipped out of the hall after the ceremony ended. She didn't wait for dinner, blessings, or photos. I knew her well enough to recognize the tremble in her steps. She was holding back tears. That night, when we arrived at Arav's house, something felt wrong. The elders whispered in rooms, doors closed hurriedly, and there was a tension I couldn't explain. Little did I know by the next morning, everything would shatter, and their perfect world would collapse in ways they never saw coming. The next morning, I woke up with a heaviness in my chest. My first instinct was to call my mother. When she answered, her voice was soft but trembling. "I'm okay, Beta," she whispered before I even spoke. But I knew she wasn't. No mother cries herself to sleep and wakes up, "Okay." Before I could say more, a loud argument erupted downstairs. Doors slammed. Voices rose. Something was happening, something big. I rushed down the staircase to see Arav's older brother waving a newspaper in the air. My father-in-law's face had turned pale. My mother-in-law sat frozen, her mouth open in shock. Arav looked confused. "What's going on?" His brother threw the newspaper on the table. "Your friend leaked everything online. The entire wedding hall heard what you did yesterday. Look, videos, photos, comments everywhere. We're trending for all the wrong reasons." My heart skipped a beat. Someone from the guests must have recorded the insults. The mocking, the humiliating speech. The video had gone viral overnight. The headline read, "Bride's mother insulted in front of 204 guests. In-laws face backlash." Thousands of comments flooded the page. How cruel can people be? The bride's mother deserves respect. Boycott this family. My in-laws sat stunned, their reputation collapsing in real time. Then the doorbell rang. A group of neighbors and relatives stood outside, all furious. They demanded answers, some even scolding my in-laws for their disgusting behavior. Someone shouted, "You ruined the girl's wedding. Do you have no shame?" Rekha, who proudly mocked my mother hours earlier, now sat crying uncontrollably. My father-in-law's phone kept ringing. Bosses, relatives, business partners, everyone questioning him. Arav turned to me, his voice trembling. "Did you know about this? Did you share it?" I stared at him, speechless. "The only person hurt yesterday was my mother. And you didn't say a single word to protect her." He lowered his head. In that moment, I realized something powerful. I didn't owe anyone silence. I packed my bag. Arav tried holding my hand, but I pulled away. "I'm going home," I said softly. "To the one person who has always stood by me." When I reached my mother's house, she opened the door slowly. Her eyes were swollen, but when she saw me, she broke down. I hugged her tightly. "Ma," I whispered, "no one will ever disrespect you again." Behind me, the world of my in-laws continued to collapse. But mine was finally beginning to heal.